Welcome to another episode of Why Would You Tell Me That? We've made up. I've forgiven him for not coming to my Olympia show.
There was no making up to do on my part. I was fine with it.
You see, and that is the main reason. I give and I give and I give. I'm always the one who backs down. And one of these days, you're going to look around and I'm not going to be here, Dave.
I highly doubt it because you live here. So.
Yeah, apart from metaphorically. I'm going to live in my own house.
Metaphorically, yeah.
And we're going to slowly melt as we get through this.
Yeah, it is the hottest day of the year so far in Ireland while we record this podcast. I'm sure by the time this comes out, it'll be a cold front from Norway hitting us and we'll all be talking about White.
Yeah.
But hey, anyway, just know for this moment, we have made the awful decision to sit in a darkened room
with massive lights right in front of us.
Lights.
In a hoodie. I mean, the shorts I can go with, but the hoodie, you must be roasted.
No, you see, people don't seem to understand. I have the
internal body temperature.
I have the makeup. I don't know whether I have the makeup of a polar bear, a blue whale, or some other creature that lives in I don't know. Basically, I'm the same temperature all the time.
If I put you in a sauna, what would happen?
I think I'd be kind of.
Would you break the sauna?
I just kind of you'd take me out and shove a mercury thermometer up my hoop, and and it would go, oh, he's kind of the same temperature he was when he went in.
What a peculiar superpower that would be. And it's a shite X-Man, isn't it? Just
it is.
He's
it's like
always
in fairness.
The same temperature. Well, if you go into 35 degrees, are you roasted?
I'm fine. And then if I go to if it's freezing, I wear shorts in February, when it's -2, whatever. I don't really feel cold in my legs. I wear a hoodie and I wear a hoodie because I work in an air conditioned office. But if it's 40 degrees or it's -4 degrees outside, the office does fluctuate, but I'll still be no, grand hoodie. So same thing here.
I cannot wait because we're going to find your body right near a GP's that hands out HRT patches for menopausal women, because right now they're listening to this going, I hate him. He's flaunting his regulated temperature.
I maintain.
The rest
there's no fluctuation.
Okay,
I'm a constant.
Well, that's the first.
I'm a barometric constant. That's not pressure.
That's the first fact. You don't feel pressure.
No,
that's the first fact of today's podcast. You have to go first. I've got a little treat for you the second half.
Oh, I like treats.
In that we got a plug in a proper newspaper.
Stop.
For the podcast, yeah. But you go first. You wow me first, I'll wow you second.
You may remember that when we spoke about the Republic of Slowjamistan and everything that's happened in the meantime about that, incredible. Please go back and listen to all the Slowjamistan episodes and the happenings. The man the Sultan who founded Slowjamistan was on a mission to visit all 193 United Nations recognized countries.
I remember this,
And he had one left when lockdown hit, and that was Turkmenistan.
Oh, yeah.
In 2022, he completed his Turkmenistani journey and then ticked all these off. And that's why he formed Slowjamistan, because he frankly had no more countries to visit. Yeah. So formed his own micronation. Anyway, all love and glory to the vaulted ruler of the Slowjamistan Republic. Hello, Sultan. Turkmenistan is one of the most interesting countries I think you can learn about, based entirely on its leader. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
I want to introduce you to Saparmurat Niyazov. Okay? He is probably the wildest dictator that maybe you've never heard of or you ever have heard of. If you've heard of him, you're going to enjoy reliving all of this. He was born in the 40s in the Turkmen Soviet Socialist Republic. Because don't forget, that's what it was back then.
Of course.
USSR. And he didn't have the easiest start to life. So his father died in World War II. In 48, a catastrophic earthquake hit the city of Ashgabat, killed over 100,000 people. It was really tragic, including his mother and both of his brothers. So he's the sole survivor at a very young age.
It's like Kiefer Sutherland in that film.
I don't remember that film.
Or that series, Designated
Survivor. Yeah. Yes, he was the Designated Survivor. He was only 8 years old at that point. So, So, obviously,
there's a brutal upbringing.
Orphanages, all this kind of stuff. He eventually gets to university and studies electrical engineering in Leningrad, St. Petersburg, but at the time called Leningrad, and is later expelled for academic failure. He was a bit thick. Just didn't work out for him.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? He tried, but no. So if you're thick but ambitious in the USSR, you get into politics. Okay? That's what he did. So 85, he was 45 years old. He was appointed first secretary of the Turkmen Communist Party, handpicked by Mikhail Gorbachev himself.
okay.
So roll forward to August 1991. Communist hardliners attempt a coup against Gorbachev. They believe that he's dismantling the USSR. Shock horror. He is.
Yeah.
That's definitely what he's doing.
No, Glasnost and Perestroika are just my dogs. They're just two dogs. I know you've heard me talk about and all that sort of stuff, but there's nothing for you to worry about. We're not going to break up this massive union and annoy a man called Vladimir Putin who will spend the rest of his career trying to put it back together again. It's grand.
No, it's fine. It's totally fine. Well, as the first minister of the party, he declares, when the whole coup is kind of evaporated, he declares Turkmenistan it's independent of everything, holds a democratic election. The issue with the democratic election he holds then is that he's the sole candidate and receives 99.5% of the vote.
I mean, that is remarkable, isn't it? That's well done, him.
He's done very well.
And it's obviously believable because 0.5% of people don't vote for him. So, I mean, he's allowing those people to express the democratic mandate.
Now, when they don't vote for him, who do they vote for when he's the sole candidate is my question.
I would say Jerry the Monk Hutchins. I mean, that is the obvious answer to that. And if you don't know who that is, our international listeners, I would suggest you look it up.
He adopts the title Turkmenbasi.
Yeah.
I'm butchering that, I'm sure, pronunciation-wise, but it's a Turkmen phrase.
It's a portmanteau of Turkmen and Shirley Bassey.
Oh, I did not realize.
I would assume that.
Right, okay. Yeah,
I assume she sings the national anthem. She did Bond theme, ex-Soviet Republic national anthem, Bond theme, ex-Soviet.
It means the leader of all Turkmen. Okay, so it's a pretty egotistical title he's gone for here. It's very much a sign of what's to come. He has a $60 million gold and marble presidential palace built. It's adorned with I would say, very necessary $12 million gold-plated statue of him.
Of course.
I mean, he is the leader of all Turkmen.
Yeah.
So naturally needs that. The statue rotates 360 degrees throughout the day so that it always faces the sun.
Does it play creepy music from a ballerina?
Julie box.
So a statue of him, $12 million gold plated. I mean, this is right in the ballpark of ex-Soviet dictators.
Completely.
Let's say authoritarian leaders. And we would have laughed at this until the leader of the free world started doing exactly the same thing.
Yes, he did. And would happily erect a $12 million rotating statue of himself were he allowed to in the new ballroom he's building in the White House.
Yes, ballroom, stroke bunker, stroke. He's dug himself in. Let's just assume at the time of recording.
Of course, yes. Who knows when this goes out? In 1999, he decided that there
was going to collect loads of red balloons.
There wasn't enough recognition of his supremacy.
Right.
So he declared himself president for life.
Listen. If you can get a bag for life,
why not get a president for life? Yeah, I mean, he's already Turkmenbasi, which is the leader of all Turkmen, but now needs to bestow upon himself the title of president for life. He begins awarding himself medals. Every year he would get a new medal to pin to his dictator jacket for, in inverted commas, furthering the goals of the Turkmen people.
Right. Okay. So he. Do we know any of the names of the medals?
No, just that's the medal, and just every year he did it again.
It's community games, Mosney 1999, long jump, that sort of crap.
Yeah, mini leagues,
mini leagues. Yeah. Okay, right, brilliant.
All that, Blitz, GA,
fair play,
Blitz. Yeah, he's got it. He then decides to name things, right? So he named a city, in fact, multiple cities. Airports, schools, a vodka brand, 2 colognes, a brand of tea, a TV channel, and a 670 kilogram meteorite that fell into Turkmenistan after himself.
He just names
everything.
Is there not confusion then about these things?
Yeah, no, there's a lot of confusion. And in fact, the confusion is upped even more so in a couple of minutes.
This guy's ringing a bell, I think. Okay, go on.
No, okay.
I think there's a thing years ago when we were on the panel. I think he was in the news.
This would make sense around that time.
You're talking about like 2000.
Noughties, yeah.
He named. Did he name bred after his ma or something.
Yes, we're going to get to that. That's exactly what he did, okay? So, cities, airports, schools, vodka brand, 2 different eau de toilettes.
Sorry, there were colognes a few minutes ago.
Colognes,
What's the
sorry.
difference between an eau de toilette and a cologne?
I have absolutely no
What's the
idea.
difference between an eau de toilette and a perfume?
Absolutely no idea.
Neither do I.
Okay, great. Thanks for the factual questioning there. You seemed so convinced.
You were. I could have.
I
should have said something.
Anything you said.
I should have said something.
Anything you said. If it was to do with the smell of peas, I would have believed you.
Traditionally, an eau de toilette is made of a resin, right? Whereas a cologne or a parfum is made of, specifically, you used to have ambergris, which is, whale vomit from a sperm whale. They use that as the binding agent, and that's the difference.
Okay, see, it's not true, but I believed you. I absolutely believed you. You
I
just should have
just
gone with
for
it. So the 670 kilo meteorite, the TV channel, all in it for himself. Then he says, okay, I don't think people are looking at me enough.
I'm always at that.
Yeah. So he says, what does everyone have? A watch.
Okay.
So he declares that every watch face and every clock face must have his portrait on it.
Every
clock in the country, when you look at your watch, you will go, it's 2:10, and there's the great leader.
That's I've never even heard of that before.
That is a
level of. I mean, Saddam Hussein must have been, because he was presumably around. Yeah, he's around at the same time as him. He's looking at going, this guy is upping the level of.
He's schooling Saddam in ways.
My sons have a golden plated M16. This dude, he has conquered time.
He has. He also said that his portrait must hang in every public building in Turkmenistan.
I mean that's all that happens all the time.
Yeah,
I'm not as impressed with the watch thing.
In 2002, he renamed every month of the year as well as every day of the week. Okay. January becomes Turkmenbasi.
Okay.
April becomes his mother's name.
Oh, okay.
His mother, he really liked her. September's becomes Ruhnama, which is named after his book, which we'll get to. He even changes the Turkmen word for bread, as you said, Neil, to his mother's name.
That's
so April and bread are now his ma's name. What's your mom's name?
Kay.
Okay, you sure?
Kathleen or
Kat, okay. Well, mine's Myra.
Yeah.
So imagine if you just
We
went
call her Kay, yeah.
January, February, March, K.
Yeah.
May, June, July, whatever, and then go, ooh, what do we need for lunch tomorrow? I've got to go get some K.
Yeah, well, I think it's weirder than that. It's like, so it's the Taoiseach. So it's like, can I have, all I want is just ham, cheese, 2 slices of Mrs. Martin.
yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
So presumably it's not just her first name. It's
her name. It's his mother's name. Yeah, it would be like Myra Moore.
That's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
lovely.
kind of sweet and psychotic.
Could I get, would you like brown or white, Mrs. Moore? Would you like whole grain?
I love sourdough, Mrs. Moore.
Mrs. Moore.
My thing during lockdown was I learned recipes to make sourdough, Mrs. Moore. That's what I liked.
Now that's an X-Men superhero.
Yeah.
She comes stomping out of the oven.
Yes.
And they're called mothers.
What's called mothers?
The weird thing you keep in your back kitchen to grow sourdough bread.
It's called a mother.
It's called a mother.
No, it's not.
It is. It's sourdough people are so weird. Honestly, there's something about mothers.
I'm going to need proof.
Well, trust me.
No, it was
in
a
the
joke.
same way
That was a bacon joke.
Proof. Oh.
Come on. I thought you'd like that.
I did like that.
Right,
but
come on,
now that
right.
Yeah, okay, very good.
You've got yeast infection.
In
See, I can do these all day.
In 2001, he wrote a spiritual autobiography.
Of course you did.
Called Ruhnama.
Yeah.
This was this word. It's called Book of the Soul. It's mandatory in every school, every government job, and even in some driving tests. You need to read Ruhnama.
Have we done this before?
No.
Okay.
You're getting bells rung.
Yeah. The driving test thing.
Okay.
Anyway, we cut that bit out.
Anyway, if you've heard this before, let us know, but I haven't. WWYTMT podcast @gmail.com. He tries to force the national...
Hold on, you have to do is... So you could be asked... This is a spiritual sort of a guide.
Yeah.
So you could be like, okay, where I want you to back around the corner.
Yes,
right?
a reverse around the corner. Yeah,
reverse
very
around the
important.
corner. I am going to, it's not the Irish one, but in the UK one, is I'm going to slap the dashboard and I want you to perform an emergency stop.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want you to quote William Wordsworth's equivalent
Page 17
from his autobiography, Stroke Spiritual Guide.
Spiritual guidance book. Yeah. So I think, or it could be questions like, what does this road sign mean? If you approach a roundabout and
which lane should you be? When you're approaching the light that signifies death, which lane should you be in?
Yes, exactly.
So there's combo questions.
Spiritual combo questions.
A broken white soul. Can you pass a car during that?
He then decides that this is no longer just to be read out at these functions. He decides it is now effectively the Bible. So he gets the Mufti, who is the religious order. He wants him to preach it alongside the Quran in all mosques in the country, claiming that God told him that reading it 3 times guarantees entry to heaven.
I mean, 3 times cover to cover.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest with you, you'd probably just do it as a failsafe, wouldn't you?
I think, yeah. I mean, if you read a book 3 times, I mean... I don't know how good it is or how bad it is.
But you could your whole life to read the book 3 times.
Yeah, or indeed what you could do is go to Ashgabat.
Okay.
And you could stand in front of a giant sculpture of a book, the Rukhnama, which blasts out segments from the book 24 hours a day. So you could also just go there and surely that would loop enough times to finish the book 3 times.
That's like a very aggressive audible, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Audiobooks.
That's. I mean, but the thing is the book is so important that at least he's making sure that everybody has access
to it.
And I don't know if you've did the Reformation and all that when you were in school. We had to do all that.
Yeah.
Like indulgence was a big thing, and like if the Catholics can go, you can get into heaven for like these candles and all that sort of crack.
Surely to
what
God.
was it? Calumny and simony, and what was the other one? I can't remember the other one. There was 3 big. The sale of indulgences.
Right.
That was what started the Protestants were getting annoyed and they set up their own thing.
He knows
that
you know too many things.
I'm kind of paraphrasing.
I'm paraphrasing the Reformation.
This is what annoyed Martin Luther. Okay, right. So what he's doing is, this is so important that I want everybody to have access to it.
All the time. Even if
all of the time.
Yeah, if you want to avoid it, it's impossible.
And you go, should I read the book? I don't know. Do I have time? I'm looking at his face.
You look at his face, exactly.
Go to it.
Yeah.
I assume there's a Braille version of the books as well.
I can't imagine there wouldn't be.
No, there would, yeah. He would have catered for everybody to get into heaven.
Yeah.
Okay.
In 2001, he banned opera, he banned ballet, and he banned circus, all 3 of which he decided were decidedly un-Turk men.
He banned opera and he banned ballet.
And circuses.
Is there any chance he is the illegitimate father of Timothy Chalamet? Because he then said that people weren't big fans of those things as well.
Opera and ballet?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't...
Hold on, do I know something about pop culture that you don't know?
Yeah.
We should mark this
You
down.
know about the Reformation and Timothy
Chalamet.
Chalamet.
They're very specific. What a weird Venn diagram that would be.
That's not something I anticipated.
He got into serious trouble over that.
He also, this fella got everyone in serious trouble. He's not a fan of lip syncing.
Okay.
So he banned lip syncing.
What about Tom Holland doing... You remember Tom Holland did lip sync
challenge
when he did Rihanna, Umbrella, with the water and everything.
I remember that would be banned. Would not be on state television. Would not be on state television. All lip syncing was banned from all concerts, television, and even private weddings under the claim that it stunts artistic growth.
Oh my God!
Don't you dare.
Please, Diarmuid, put somebody else's oh my God where I did that oh my God. That would be amazing.
You've already angered the Sultan of Slowjamistan. Don't anger this fella.
Is he still with us?
No, we'll get to that.
Okay.
He then bans car radios for being useless, and eventually all recorded music at public events is outlawed.
No, so he's gone full Taliban here, hasn't he?
Whatever annoys him is off
now,
the cards.
Is lip syncing specifically to music?
Oh, right. So you're thinking maybe Kaylee Trapp, the Irish girl who's an unbelievable lip syncer, for example. I would imagine while in 2001 he wouldn't have considered that social media videos,
probably
but I would imagine
moved on.
in the meantime, if that's be presented to him as an art form at that point, it would have been
What
banned.
about lip syncing when, you're kind of lip syncing, but you're just not saying the words when you're talking to somebody far away in a pub where you go...
Or no, that you're lip syncing. glad you were in a pub when you said that movement. Or you know, there's sometimes if you're an impatient person and someone is talking, and they're trying to get to the end of the sent, and you're like sent, and I presume that's a form of lip syncing.
That's gone as well.
I would imagine.
I would imagine he's very thorough. I would imagine he does the lows big first and then
narrows and
so
narrows.
I'd say he goes all lip syncing, all movement of the lips whence sound should not come out. That's not the word.
Worded perfectly from the scholar of the Reformation.
I'd say he doesn't go like he just starts big
macro
and then goes
narrow it down. Personal issues were definitely something he was not happy with, and he would cause national bans on things based on it. So, for example, he banned beards and long hair on men because he views them as foreign and religious influences incompatible with his version of modern Turkmen.
Okay.
So
there's a few boys who've done that.
Really?
Enver Hoxha, the Albanian dictator, didn't like that.
Okay. Well, I wonder if it's for the same reason, because apparently he couldn't grow his own beard. So then there was a kind of, right, well, then if you can't do that. He also banned gold teeth and advised those who needed gold teeth to chew on bones like dogs instead. It's a charming man.
That is the best thing you've ever said on the podcast. Do you mind if you went into the dentist and you needed a filling? He goes, now listen, this is a 2-stage process. I can pull out a tooth, no problem there, no issue there. And you go and then give me a gold tooth. And you get, no, I mean, in the big book of dentistry, I can give you...
I studied in Turkmenistan.
I know all about the man's life and his spiritual guide.
Of course.
But here, you're going to just chew on the patella of whatever.
For the next, next 30 minutes.
Hello. Oh, God, are we at the 21st of Mrs. Moore already? So just
chew on dog bones.
And some dog bones, so bones for dogs.
I presume bones for dogs as opposed to bones of dogs.
We're not ruling anything out with this,
no, at this point we're not. I mean, listen.
And what somehow the calcium would get into your system.
I think just
through ingestion and mind the rest of your teeth.
I think you're projecting an awful lot of care for others onto this. I think the situation was maybe more of a chew on bones like dogs.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? If you need a gold tooth.
Dogs don't go, where's my tooth?
Yeah.
So it's basically get over it.
Get over yourself.
But also a little tip for the future, you might get more calcium so the rest of your teeth don't fall out.
We don't know if
is that
true,
the suggestion?
But hey, let's go with
If you had to get a fake tooth, would you ever get a gold tooth?
No.
Would you ever? What? I don't know.
I want to go to Turkmenistan and live underneath his rule.
Would you get, what would you get? Would you just get a normal
Do you remember when people
teeth?
had like, in the noughties, had like stars? Remember Mick Hucknall had a tooth with a jewel.
Doesn't C-Mat have kind of something like that as well?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You're full of the pop culture
C-Mat
references.
and Timothy Chalamet.
And the Reformation. Do not forget.
Yeah.
Do not
Let's
forget.
not get too far from the roots of this ridiculous podcast. Okay.
In 1997, he went for heart surgery.
I think I'd get a shark tooth put in, by the way.
An actual shark tooth.
Yeah.
But have you seen the width of the start? Like, you'd have to remove like all of your teeth.
Yeah.
And it would come over the side.
Yeah.
Slice off.
Do you know when you've had a whippet as well, or a lurcher as well?
Yeah.
Do you know sometimes they get their tooth just caught
Just
outside their
stuck outside the lip.
I would be like that all the time, like Elvis, but with a lip down there.
Sorry, heart surgery, 1997. The doctor said, right, you have to quit smoking.
Oh, he had heart surgery.
He had 1997. He had heart surgery, and the doctor said, if you want to live, you must quit smoking.
Yeah.
He then decided, well,
I know what he's going to. I know what he's
I'm
going to do.
to ban all smoking in public places.
I knew he was going to do that.
Every government employee had to quit.
Because I can't smoke.
Because I can't smoke.
None of them can smoke.
He later bans chewing tobacco on Turkmen soil. So his logic is if he suffers, everyone suffers. To balance out the non-smoking workers, he decides to fire 15,000 health workers and replace them with military conscripts. Now, I don't know about you, but if someone has studied a long time to become an expert in health, I don't want them replaced by a guy you've said, hey, what age are you? Get in there now. And he's now your heart doctor.
So he's just some private.
Literally, military conscripts came in and replaced 15,000 healthcare workers. All doctors have the Hippocratic Oath.
He's just eating an X-ray. Sorry, that is my lungs and entire respiratory system.
The Hippocratic Oath must be taken by all doctors everywhere.
Yeah.
You take that, but you also need to take and declare an oath of allegiance to
him.
To Niazov. That's an important thing. He then tops it off by banning the reporting or even mentioning of infectious diseases, including AIDS and cholera, because his logic was, if you don't report it, it can't exist.
Oh, yeah.
So there's no AIDS in Turkmenistan. There's no cholera in Turkmenistan.
Yeah.
Because it's not reported.
Out of sight, out of mind, out of cells, out of body.
Yeah.
Doesn't exist.
That works.
Okay. And if you
sound like you could be the head of health in Turkmenistan. Then he decides that outside of the capital city, every library should close because, and this is the one thing I can kind of get with.
Knowledge is dangerous, Steve.
Well, not only is it dangerous, but specifically he says village Turkmens, who I would read as kulchis, which again, so like I would suggest that I think we should close every library outside of the county of Dublin because, as he says, village Turkmens do not read anyway. So I think if anyone is listening from the Irish government, look around, look outside of Dublin. These Midlanders, of all people, spend their days literally on a bog, swatting midges. I think the likelihood of them
only during the summer
needing the benefits of a lot, redistribute all funds from non-capital city libraries to our libraries.
Yeah.
I think.
See, I love that fact that you feel comfortable enough to say that here, okay? Because you have forgotten that your radio station's appeal is countrywide.
It is
and what you
countrywide.
say in this little room to me, ha, 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 ha. But when I clip it and send it to the bosses in Bauer Media, there's some German guy back in Frankfurt going, I've looked at the demographics of the country and most people live outside of Dublin. Kill this Portmanach. Excuse me. We are a broad church. We do not fit into this outside Dublin, no, down the country nonsense that you Dubliners do. Down the country. That all other 25 counties are just all the same.
Down. Yeah, well, there's no difference, I would argue, between.
Is different than Galway. Would you not consider? Look, I might as well be saying I'll have 2 pints of lager and 2 well-buttered slices of Mrs. Moore to you. Like, that's
none of it makes any
sense to you.
No.
Okay. So you want to concentrate the resources of education in
it's the
one
capital
thing
so
city.
far, other than banning smoking. I think it's
you've agreed with him on
and
that.
the library are the
Okay.
2 things. Yeah.
Okay.
Now there is an irony to banning libraries when you're the world's best-selling Turkmen author, because obviously his book is part of the fabric of society.
I would have thought he would give it away for free.
No.
He probably sells it actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He also made sure in schools that any teacher who did not praise him regularly was demoted or fired, which is, I think, fair again. He did improve national fitness.
Okay.
He built a 36-kilometer concrete stairway through the desert outside of Ashgabat, and he forced every government worker to hike it once a year. Niazov himself couldn't hike it because of his dodgy heart. So he would get a helicopter to the finish line and greet the front runners and ridicule people who were struggling.
Oh, I mean, I kind of like that. Because, you know, like, I once did a triathlon, I never mentioned it, and Irish people were going, you got this.
Right.
And I didn't feel comfortable with that.
No.
Because it sounded sarcastic.
Yeah.
And even though they weren't being sarcastic,
I'm sure they weren't.
You did feel like it's not our natural disposition.
No.
And I felt that they should have shouted things that would reflect our national kind of disposition.
Such as?
You're not as shy as I thought you'd be.
Good, yeah.
That sort of stuff. Your dad would be proud, but you still won't get the farm. That sort of stuff. But I didn't like, you got this.
No, that's
I
not.
think the only time an Irish person should shout, you got this, is when you're both in the chairs of a sexual health clinic. And the nurse comes out and says, you've had your test results. And unlike Turkmenistan, we are allowed to announce it. You got this.
You got this.
Yeah.
November 2002, his motorcade was shot at.
No.
on his way to work. He suspected it was part of a planned coup.
Yeah.
So he had thousands of people arrested.
Of course
His
he
biggest
did.
political rival is tortured into a televised confession before declaring his love for the president.
He's tortured on television.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. He fires
Britain's
his entire
got torture.
Turkmenistan's got torture. He fires his entire cabinet police chief with somebody distributed some anti-Niyazov leaflets in government buildings.
Okay.
So fired everybody there.
By the way, when you say he fired everybody, like there is a bit of me that go, the end of the sentence is going to be out of a cannon into the desert.
Yeah,
because
it
it
does
could
sound
be
like-
anything.
100%.
Into the sun. He fired him into the sun. Fired him out of a cannon.
Into an image of himself as the sun.
Yes, yeah.
Molten.
Yeah,
Molten gold. So look, in Turkmenistan, it's not all bad. You get free gas, free water, free electricity, all these things. He offered these as populist sweeteners because, just so you know, he controls an estimated $3 billion in overseas accounts.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Right, yeah.
Would you not want to? I would avoid sweeteners given the lack of dentistry in that part.
Get your sweetener and then chew on a dog bone.
Okay,
Come on.
Yeah, okay.
Straightforward. After his heart surgery, he dyed his hair black to kind of roll back any potential image of him as, you know,
he wants to look
unwell.
virile. Of course,
Exactly, yeah. So then, because his previous image had been on all coins and notes minted, he recalled all national currency to be replaced with updated black-haired versions of Niyazov.
No way.
It all came in.
That would be like putting your face in every US passport from here. That would be mad. Imagine doing that.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy, wouldn't it?
Completely
So you could
crazy.
just went, listen, I've changed my image.
Yeah.
I've had a glow up.
I've had a glow up.
So you have to, all currency has to be
all
recalled.
currency must be replaced with the, think about it. If you take an accidentally good selfie,
Yeah.
right? But you've like
So it's like felt cute, must put on money.
but this is it. Might delete later. Don't like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But yeah, felt cute. Like he literally felt cute and then went, okay, I can't have a 20 Turkmeni currency
Dollar, whatever,
going around with like the time I only looked all right.
Presumably then he went, like, if he hasn't done it already, a recall of watches is next then.
All clock faces, yeah. You would imagine the rotating $12 million statue.
Everything has to be
would presumably
updated all the time.
Yeah. Look, he may look younger with the black hair. He may have stopped smoking. He may have turfed out all of the medical experts. But maybe that led to his downfall. In 2006, he died of a heart attack.
I didn't hear anything after you said turf.
His personal dentist,
Oh,
that guy,
yeah.
whose
And
name is
also dog warden. Yeah.
Let me try this. Gurbanguly Berdimuhamedov.
Okay.
Well, I presume I got that wrong. Yeah, who knows? He takes over as acting president. The man who should have legally succeeded
His dentist took over. Right?
Follow me. Yeah, his
Okay.
dentist. The man who should have
There is a gap.
legally succeeded him
Needs to be filled.
is arrested on the same day
Okay.
by the dentist.
The dentist.
The dentist then
The
wins.
dentist took the crown.
He wins.
I'm just trying to do as many dentistry jokes
Oh,
as
it's
possible.
working really well. The dentist then wins the next election with 89%
Oh,
of
so
the
he's not
vote.
as quite as
Not
popular.
quite as possible,
Drop
no.
off of 10%.
He rolls back some of the weirder policies, keeps the completely authoritarian system firmly in place, building his own personality cult.
Cult.
Let's edit that one.
Yeah.
Complete with golden statues, a book of his own. And in 2022, he decided to step down from the presidency and handed it to his son, the dentist's son, who still runs Turkmenistan today.
I mean, I don't know if you can have a dentist in that. I don't know if you look to a dentist as being a leader of men in particular. I don't know.
I don't know any country
I think that
who
way
would
lies madness.
entrust the fate of a nation.
The fate of a nation. They're young men going off to battle. To a dentist. But let's not rule anything out.
Indeed, at least
Because results could surprise you.
I will say Berdimuhamedov
Yeah.
was a Turkmen,
Okay.
so they handed the reins of power to a Turkmen
dentist from their own place.
country.
Okay.
I think there is a semblance of sense in that. To hand
A foreign dentist would be
foreign,
madness.
it would be insane. For example,
For
example,
like
country that sounds like
volleyball.
Ireland.
No, volleyball isn't played by enough people.
No, but a country that sounds like Ireland, Iceland.
Right, if you
were to get
an
a random Icelandic dentist
to be like the football manager,
for example,
yeah,
crazy.
but might just work.
You never know. Like the
knows?
Turkmenistan dictatorship, it might just work.
Join us in part 2 where I'll tell you about Uzbekistan. I mean, the chances of this coming on the same podcast, bonkers. We'll see you then.
Welcome back to part 2 of Why Would You Tell Me That? With him, Neil Delamere, me, Dave Moore, and this is Neil's Facts.
Okay, bit of housekeeping first of all.
All right.
Lovely plug. I mentioned this to you earlier on. Oh, yeah. This is from a question and answer. It's an article in the Irish News. Irish News, for people who don't know, one of the biggest newspapers, possibly the biggest newspapers up north.
Yeah.
Right. So in this section, they interview people and singers and musicians and performers about their likes and dislikes, and there's a Q&A. And the question for this performer is, what is your favourite podcast and or radio programme? I absolutely love Why Would You Tell Me That? It's hosted by these two lads who do a bit of research and just tell each other amazing facts and stories. They clearly get on really well, and every episode spins off wildly, and I cannot get enough of it. One host is a comic and one is a radio presenter, but they meld so well it's hard for me to pick a favourite.
Sorry, are you going to tell us who said this wonderful thing?
I said it. And didn't mention that it was my podcast, and they don't know.
That is exceptional.
Yeah, I thought you'd like that.
Oh, that is so good. I did not expect you to say that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So this
you genius.
Yeah, I know. Listen, always be selling. To paraphrase Mammoth.
I literally thought it was going to be somebody you've known really well for years, Tim McGarry.
Who was doing us a favour.
Yeah, like
no, it was
somebody on the
literally
panel,
me
like
plugging my own podcast without telling the Irish News that I was that self-involved, and I don't think they're going to
But of
fact
course,
check it.
as a comic,
Yeah.
you're hilarious, and this could have been a joke.
No.
Whereas what it was a brazen
Pure
effort
yeah,
to get from PR.
promotion.
Yeah.
This is a genuine one, and this is where we're going to go for part 2.
Okay.
Now that you've taken up most of the podcast for Turkmenistan.
I thought we were doing one thing per episode.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was worth every penny.
Okay, thanks.
Love the podcast, catching up with earlier episodes, drank my tears laughing at the Boris Onyshenko episode. I keep seeing that, drank my tears laughing at things. Now, have you seen this online? It's just a phrase I've come across recently. It's probably being used by young people.
I was going to say, you're so plugged in to the zeitgeist.
Please tell me you've
Sorry, anyone who uses the term zeitgeist is not plugged into the zeitgeist.
What a gay bag. Please tell me you've covered the other epic Olympics cheating episode, Penisgate.
What?
So, let us rephrase, or let us catch people up in the Boris Onyshenko one, which is one of the most amazing cheating episodes ever in the Olympics. He put a buzzer basically in the end of his epee, which also sounds like Penisgate.
Sorry, you're going to have to listen. Not everyone knows from the word go what epes are.
Well, I was going to explain that.
Okay.
An epee is one of the swords in fencing.
Thank you.
And I think there's a epee and a foil and a saber, and basically you get points when the end of your epee is depressed, and it sends an electrical signal through your epee, and it's red on the thing. And he just faked that, so every time he got a point, he just went and pressed his own little buzzer and awarded himself points. Right.
And it worked.
Yeah, and it worked, but he was caught. But it's epic.
So we have we should put it. We have an episode
of this,
that.
and that's what that person is referring to, because they're obviously listening to previous episodes, right? So, but like, there's amazing pictures of it. So there's a picture of like, he was pressing the buzzer when the epee was up in the air and pointed at the sky. He was like Grayskull, like by the power of Grayskull. He-Man effort. So anyway, the question remains: have you covered Penisgate?
No,
and I went,
we haven't.
It has to be in my notes because I know about it and we're going to talk about it. And we haven't talked about it.
No.
I looked back, we haven't. Do you know what Penisgate is?
No.
Okay, I do think penis gate sounds like a cattle grid. It sounds like a gate.
Is that not the name of the little hole in front of a pair of boxer shorts? is that not what that's called?
That is called the member flap.
I see.
It's called the member flap. The penis gate. Behold the penis gate.
Lift the portcullis. I shall drop the drawbridge. That's my penis.
Okay, so this was in the Winter Olympics.
Okay.
This is one of the finest things I've ever read about how you might cheat. So WADA, which was the World Anti-Doping Agency, I was reading this last night and I read it, I really went down the rabbit hole. And the rabbit hole is another name for the end of the penis. No. So WADA has faced thousands of questions about athletes using illicit substances, obviously. Right. This is from The Guardian at the time, okay? But it was asked whether ski jumpers were injecting their penises with hyaluronic acid in order to fly further.
Okay, first of all, I've heard of hyaluronic acid, but only in terms of skincare.
It's filler.
Okay.
It's filler.
So I'm not fully understanding how a fillered penis increases flight time.
Well, listen, I am here to explain.
Okay, thank you.
I personally, I should say at the outset, I would never inject filler into myself down there because I would be afraid that my penis would lose its expressiveness.
You like to know the emotions your penis is feeling, and its laughter lines are there.
Exactly.
From
it should
years of
be
experience.
a roadmap of your life, of the ups and downs. As my grandmother used to say, the ins and outs. Granny always used to say, your experiences should show on your penis. That's what she always used to say. She was a very wise...
Granny Delamere, she was ahead of her time.
Doc leaves for nettle stings. And if you want to see a life well lived, show me her cock. That's what she used to say. Listen, whatever we need to make money during the war, it was an emergency in every sense. I've already decided this is going to be so long, this story, that we might have to put it in another episode. Okay. So this is a genuine thing. This was raised by the German newspaper Bild, right? And they suggested people were injecting hyaluronic acid so that your member would be larger when the bodysuit was being fitted, right? So when the bodysuit is being fitted, you for your ski jumping, if you could increase the girth down there,
sure,
you have a bigger suit,
right?
And then when you go to do the ski jump, presumably everything is returned to normal a little bit,
okay,
but you have a little bit of extra material in the suit, and the material in the suit affects your flight time and how far you can get.
So is it acting like a mini penis parachute? I mean, like, in other words, like that the material is increasing your hang time.
Yeah, your well hung time.
Your wang time.
How many explicit labels can one person put on a podcast, I wonder? Diarmuid, our editor, I'm so sorry about this.
I've already said cunt back.
But get the big fucking sticker out. One study in the scientific...
I'm going to say one stud.
One stud
had such a big wang.
Went down it and landed... in a different landing zone. Ron Jeremy took off in Norway and landed in Finland.
You were doing so well with your one finger on the pulse cultural references, and then you reached for Ron Jeremy.
Name me another famous male porn star.
I interviewed one once.
All right.
I can't think of his name now.
You see, but you knew who Ron Jeremy was.
I did. No, you're right. Yeah. That's your epee going off there.
Rattling your saber, which is what they call if you go on a bumpy bit.
You know when they do the ski jump?
Yeah.
Aren't there skis? Isn't there like a groove?
Yeah.
All the way down. Presumably the first guy with his hyaluronic Ron Jeremy wang fell down and carved it out all the way down.
No, because when you're actually doing it, obviously it has returned to normal.
Oh, I see.
See, what you want is flappy paddle gearbox. You want flappy lift from the suit.
Gotcha.
You don't want to be up again it.
You want your...
Let me quote you the science.
Yeah.
One study in the scientific journal Frontiers found that every 2 centimeter in suit size circumference reduced drag by 4% and increased lift by 5%. So it said that the 2 centimeter change in the suits was equivalent to an extra 5.8 meters in jump length.
Wow.
Now, you'd have to measure from the base, obviously. No, I don't know where you'd measure that from.
That's incredible.
Now, this was a rumor. This was in a newspaper, and it was a rumor, and people were going, well, where's the evidence of this?
Okay.
But they have had cheating, messing with the suits before. Proven.
Okay.
Okay.
Not necessarily with hyaluronic penises, but with the suits in general, there has been messing.
Some really weird stuff.
Right.
Last year, 2 of Norway's recent Olympic medalists, Marius Lindvik and Johan Andre Forfang, were given 3 month suspensions. That's how long they were in the air. That's amazing, isn't it?
God, their
Those
schlongs
guys
must
are
have
good.
been huge at the
Mother of
time
God.
of measurement.
They must have been used in one of those things that you inject, like you're dosing a cattle with. After the team was found to have secretly adjusted the seams of their suits in the crotch area at the 2025 World Ski Championships.
Right.
Norway's head coach Magnus Breivik, assistant coach Thomas Laban. These are all terrible names.
You don't even have to say their names. We don't know who they are.
And staff member Adrian
Live a penis. Come on, you might as well. We don't know. Live a dick.
Littleton was banned for 18 months for their involvement in the scheme, which made jumper suits larger and therefore reduced their descent rate due to the increased wingspan.
That's crazy.
Isn't that insane? Yeah. Okay, so Bild have said this, and they've accused him of other things, and the newspaper quoted a doctor, and I've also seen a Finnish coach say roughly the same things. So included, these are the accusations: acid into the penis, which is hyaluronic acid, into your lad, or putting clay in the underwear to make the measurements temporarily bigger, and therefore the suits looser when they compete.
Right, I'm following you. I'm following you. Yeah.
Right. So this is a great image of Adrian Littleton hunched over a sewing machine last March on the eve of the men's ski jumping competition at the Nordic World Ski Championships.
Right.
Suit technician for Norway's national ski jumping team, and he made alterations to the suits.
Changed the seams.
Yeah. And what they did was, by the way, somebody was recording this when he was doing this, and then they leaked the video.
Right.
Let me find what they did specifically. Right. So this is, by the way, the whole idea behind this is when the International Ski and Snowboard Federation, FIS, sees the suits belonging to your man, the reigning Olympic champion Marius Lindvik, and his Norwegian compatriot, the other guy, Johan Andre Forfang, which we mentioned, they'd realised that stiffer non-elastic thread had been sewn into the suits to pull down the crotch area. So it's all about this particular area. Increases the surface area, more dynamic lift. Inches can be the difference between winning a medal and then missing the podium entirely.
Wow. And it's all to do with crotch area material.
So male ski jumpers wear very tight-fitting suits, and that they can be no more than 4 centimeters larger than the body measurements at that point.
The whole circumference of the suit, gotcha, and their bodies. Okay, makes sense.
So that's why they do that.
Wow.
1 centimeter is 2.8 meters or 9 feet.
Yeah, I mean, like any sport, like on in the 100 meters, like 0.01 of a second is an incredible advantage. I would imagine in ski jumping, 2.5 meters is a huge advantage.
Yeah.
5 meters, as you said earlier on, that's massive. Like, that's world record breaking stuff.
Yeah. So this is what there's a Finnish coach called Kukkonen, and he said. So we've had the hyaluronic acid, we've had the clay.
Yeah.
Right. In November 2020, Kukkonen told Finland's leading tabloid newspapers that athletes were stuffing dishcloths and sponges down during the body measuring. So you get scanned for your suit to be no more than 4 centimeters.
Presumably you're wearing some kind of jocks or something. Fill your jocks.
Fill your jocks. You know, for they say fill your boots.
Fill your
jocks.
Clay, sponges, kitchen roll.
kitchen roll, anything.
hand towels.
A Pringles can, as we said before.
Whatever
a
you
rocket
need.
tube.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's for Finland. Are you prepared to do it for your national? Are you prepared to stuff your jocks?
For God's sake, take the Pringles out first.
Yeah.
At least eat them, or just don't. Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
You do not want to get Pringles dust anywhere.
In a recent appearance on the Serious Problems podcast, Austria's Mika Vermeulen revealed that when he competed in Nordic combined, veterans told them, and I quote, "It's very important to tape your lad, let's just say lad, back." And he later described ski jumpers putting modelling clay in their underwear to lower their crotch to floor measurements by 5 centimeters.
Right. Okay. So you're effectively sagging the bottom of the gusset.
Yeah.
If you have a saggy gusset, if your gusset sags,
You have a saggy, floppy, flappy gusset.
you have a massive advantage when it comes to aerodynamics at a later date.
Yeah. Basically, yeah, you have
Again,
like a scrotal kite.
there is a point at which
If you take off and you hear...
then she really needs work done. There is a point when you have young children that they graduate from nappies to pull-up pants, okay? Which are effectively nappies, but they offer them a sense of autonomy where they can kind of, look, mommy, daddy, I can use the potty or whatever it is, right? And then around that time, I guarantee you will go to the beach and you will put some class of an underpanty, swimsuity, something on your young fella. And you'll be in a swimming pool or you'll be at the beach, you'll be whatever. And he will stand up and he will have the saggiest gusset you have ever seen. And you know what's inside there is not modelling clay. It's not sponges. It's definitely, he's forgotten that he's graduated to big boy pants. And then the work begins. That's all I'll say.
It's a jobby of work. It's a jobby of work to be done.
Big jobby of work.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's put me off modelling clay though. I don't know if I'll ever be able to watch, Morph. That was on Tony Hart, and that he was, or all stop go animation now. I don't think I can watch what's it called with the
Wallace
sheep?
and Gromit.
Wallace and Gromit without thinking about Wallace or Gromit having that. Just Gromit looks like his face has been pressed up against the Norwegian.
Not even Wensleydale.
The ball sack of a Norwegian ski jumper.
Leave Wallace alone. Come on.
Run it.
Gromit, she doesn't like cheese.
Also, oh no, I don't want to say that. It only smells like Wednesday.
Say it. Say it if you think it. Say it.
Once I've connected the beloved stop-go animation characters, Wallace and Gromit, to the ball sack of a Norwegian ski jumper, I mean, all bets are off.
They are,
really,
you're right.
they?
And I don't think Aardman Animations would have a problem with this.
No, I mean, it is weird. It is. I mean, Tony Hart could come back. You never know.
Yeah, that's a more...
Because Morph was a beloved.
And Morph has been rebirthed.
Has he?
My kids watch Morph all the time.
Has been remodeled.
Yeah. Someone has taken the clay from the nether regions of the Norwegian ski jumping team and has remade Morph.
What would you put down there now if you had to?
I think I live near the beach, so I think some damp sand. I think damp sand would sit well. I think it would be a good exfoliant for that area, were you to then hose it off. I think if you can imagine for a second, I'd like you to picture this for a second.
Okay.
Imagine, the stretch you might do for your hamstrings.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would imagine that I have come to your house to do the podcast. Unfortunately, the damp sand has become an irritant. You must now take me out the back garden and hose while I do the hamstring stretch, facing away from you. You're going to have to hose the damp sand
from behind.
I think from behind is the cleanest way. Yeah. I think so I mean, if you've got a jet wash, Like, can we?
I mean, if
Can we
I was
try
doing that,
a
to you, I
Karcher?
think I would have a Karcher. I think I'd have to stand in my neighbour's, because you're 50 now, right? So like, I don't know how much of a bend over you'd have to do for me to be able to get the access from behind. I think once
Not much.
once you pass 40,
Not much.
that's what. Why are they using young men to do this?
Exactly.
Why aren't they using older men?
Get an 88-year-old pendulous elf lad from northern Norway, stick him in a suit.
But, because what you need, sure. So what you need is the difference. You need the flappy suit. So you need so basically, what you do is you get the oldest man who
Right.
can physically do this.
Yeah.
Right. But
What,
with
stand up?
the oldest man who can stand up in a straight line on a ski jump.
on ski. Sorry,
but with
okay.
the lowest hanging fruit.
Right.
Like the pendulum of a grandfather clock.
Yeah, I'm with you.
That fella.
Yeah.
But then, so he gets mentioned for the suit. But then when he actually jumps, you need a ball bra.
Gotcha.
Don't you?
Yeah. Some kind of taping.
Yeah,
You know,
that
to-
people that women when they're wearing revealing outfits on a red carpet and they have to be kind of taped in.
Yeah, something of that nature is applied pre-jump.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're onto it.
Yeah.
This is the way the Irish would cheat.
I mean that's if we were going to do it. And I have zip line down a ski jump, but that's as close as I could get. I mean, I think the Reformation. I thought the Reformation was the high point of this, but I
No.
think sending a non-Nigerian down a ski jump.
With his balls as big as possible. I think that's I think that's where you've peaked. You peaked, Neil.
Those people who are contacting us saying, "Could you do a children's version of this show?" And the
Is
answer
this
is
show appropriate?
very much no.
I
But
know
listen,
a lot of kids listen. Hi, kids.
sorry about that. Email your questions to wwwytmtpodcast@gmail.com. And we will talk to you soon.
Bye.